Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Nick Lasorsa back here from our sojourn in Las Vegas. My partner, Nolan Carruthers, is under the weather, which means he's either at the Clark County Detention Center in Las Vegas or he's somewhere unknown to these parts. But I'm sure he's okay. He's just slightly Vegased out, but that's all right. We will continue without him. This is stair-step finals at AMF Littleton Lanes in Highlands Ranch. First match today will be our 5th seed Ken Sturgeon of Arvada against Rich Lista, our 4th seed also of Arvada, and they're also teammates. So this ought to be interesting. Rich is going to spot Ken. 37 pins. He's elected to have Ken lead the match. So okay, guys, shake hands and best of luck. Light turnout this week, folks, but we had a pretty good storm hit us yesterday afternoon. So entries were down, but we had a good turnout today. Weather obviously changed. Weather got it up into the 40s, so Sunday was a good day. Ken, a 3-time champion. One of our older members as far as time. He joined, I believe, in 1984, which would give him 33 years with the club. Three titles. All 3 of his titles after the age of 60, so must be like a fine wine. Hasn't turned yet, but you never know. All right. Meanwhile, this gentleman you're seeing here, Rich Lista, he finished tied for 5th, if you remember, in the Winter Nationals that we just had at the bowling stadium at South Point. Just missed getting into that top 4 for a chance at $10,000, but Rich has really been bowling good. All right, I know, he almost collapsed it in. So both bowlers started with a strike, but Rich comes up a little light, leaves a 2. Rich and Ken both bowl the Tuesday night Pioneer 1 League at Brunswick Zone Wheat Ridge. Folks, that is a 40-team by 5 men's handicap league. Just a monster league. I think it pays $10,000 to the winner. Pretty impressive. And they've been on the move. They were pretty much like at the bottom third, and now they've made a charge. I think they're up to like 13th or 14th, which in that league is pretty impressive. Although it's handicap, a lot of big shooters in that league. Frame 2 for Ken. Mixes it up, gets a double. Any way you can get them. All right, the loser of this match will go home in 5th place, good for $301. And the winner can conceivably bowl 3 more matches and winning $2,109 this afternoon. Next week we'll be at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette, and we'll be on the Eiffel Tower pattern. Wow, comes out the first 3, and that was his best ball by far. And once again, next week, folks, we will be on an hour earlier than normal. 5 o'clock Mountain Time, or 4 o'clock Mountain Time, I'm sorry. Ooh, come on. Tried to collapse the 4-9, a little high. When Rich originally joined with us, he was living in Colorado Springs. Now lives up here in Arvada. He's an 8-time champion. And his last title was right here at AMF Littleton. Again, he's got a spot Ken, probably 37 pins. Yep, 37 pins, and Ken's on the 3-bagger. Oop, little high. Oh, he couldn't get a break. 410. All right, gets the 1. Okay, Ken Sturgeon up, frame 4, working on a 3-bagger. Look at that. Front 4. Well, so much for Rich being his teammate next year. Ken's only up by 70 pins in the 3rd frame. You know the old saying, Chief, better living through chemistry. Uh-oh. You let that one go. Yep. Oh, we got a break. Kicked the washout out for a 7 count. He makes this spare. He's going to be up 78 pins through 4 frames. I don't know if it's going to get there. Nope, didn't think so. So his first open gives him 169 in the 4th with his handicap, 176 in the 5th with an open. Again, right now, Rich is down 75. There we go. With that strike, he'll start cutting into that lead, but he needs to get a couple in a row here. Even if he just spares, he'll still be down 62 after 5. Come on, get a break. And he does. Ugly but effective. So, Rich Littleton with a double in the 5th and 6th. Cuts the lead to 52. All right, he's back. He's back on it, folks. Here's another strike for Ken Sturgeon. Okay, he's up 52. Can extend it to 62 at a double. Here's the killer with handicap. If Ken strikes out, he shoots 326. That's going to be tough to beat. Maybe. Ooh, nice ball. Yep, the lead is now 62. All right, now Robert White's sitting on the side going, I can't beat this guy. Nice ball by Rich for a 3-bagger. Takes 10 pins back. Still down 52. Going into frame number 8. This was a fairly easy pattern today, Scott. This was called Chichen Itza. It's called Chichen Itza, which is a 40-foot Keckle sport pattern. Only the second time we've used it, but pretty much it looks like a front-loaded house shot. So you can open it up and really start throwing some numbers. Rich Littleton trying to make it a battle. He's got the 4 in a row here.
Chichen Itza.
Chichen Itza.
Isn't that an Aztec god?
Yeah, something like that. But Rich Littleton likes to call it chicken pizza.
Well, it's a lot easier to pronounce.
Yeah, absolutely. And the cuts were pretty close. I mean, like again, we were slow yesterday because of the weather. Cut was 94 over. But then for our two squads this morning, the cuts were 85 and 86. So, which means it's fairly not as difficult as normally I will give them. I felt sorry for them.
You know, I barely made it, and I thought I was going to be early.
Yeah.
I really did. I thought I was going to be early enough to run some tests on things. But you guys surprised me once again.
I've been known to do that.
You have. And Nolan's hiding from me. He owes me $10.
That's why. That's why he's not here.
Yes,
I knew
Super Bowl bet.
Yeah, there we go. I knew that story about him being sick was a bunch of garbage.
Yeah, he's hiding. No, I doubt it.
Oh, I do.
I doubt he's hiding. He was feeling pretty run down in Vegas. He
That's because he had alcohol poisoning.
No. He was wiped before he even got to the bar. Did you see his thumb? Ooh.
Yeah, that was pretty ugly.
I thought about taking a picture of it, but I didn't want that in my memory bank.
No
That was bad. But if you're listening, buddy, get well.
And pay up. Ooh, that was a good shot. Leaves a 10.
Yeah, the Eagles did treated me very well for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, I was very happy. Of course, I also had the under, which means I was a loser at halftime. So I basically hedged, made just a little bit more money on the Eagles bet than I did on obviously losing the under bet. So made a little bit of money.
Yeah, me too. First time.
Nope. Okay, so he opens in the ninth, but he's got 186. And with his handicap, he's at 251. If Rich Lista punches out, he'll shoot 246 scratch, 272 with handicap, which would force Ken to mark. There you go. 5 in a row.
Rich is one of two bowlers that are really hot today.
The lead is down to 28, and it's going to get real close if he throws this one. Again, he's going to finish first, so he's up in the 10th frame on a 5-bagger, and he cannot be shut out. So game is in his hands. Crosses over, and he gets a major break. First one in the 10th. The lead is now 7 pins in the ninth.
Yeah.
He was down almost 80 pins. That's what a 6-bagger will do for you.
It certainly helps. Well, he only has one open this entire game.
Yeah, let's see. Can he get the big one? And all right. Got the 4 out. Okay, converts his spare with handicap. He's going to shoot 263. 235 scratch. And which he does. So an excellent start for Rich Lista. 263.
Now the spreadsheet tells me Ken is down by 12.
Yes, you are absolutely correct. He must mark here in the 10th frame. If he goes 9 out, he's going to lose by 3 pins. It looks pretty good. Wow. He sealed it.
Yeah, he needed that.
He sure did. So Ken Sturgeon in a great battle with his teammate is the victor. Rich Lista is going to go home in 5th place. $301 with 5% of the megapod. Flick it back. And almost leaves a 4-7.
Doesn't matter. It's what he needed.
Yep. If he converts his spare with handicap, he's going to shoot 271, which will be 206 scratch. That's a heck of a start.
he could flag it right on by, and he's still going on to the next round.
Yep. But I think the Chief's going out to get his revolver. That's not a good sign.
Oh.
All right. 205 scratch.
He chopped that.
270 with handicap. Great start. All right, folks, match 1 is in the books. Ken Sturgeon defeats Rich Lista, both bowlers from Arvada, just west of Denver. Ken wins 270, 263. Up next is our buddy the Chief, our Denver Chief of Police, Robert White, 2-time champion. And when we come back, we'll begin match number 2. Again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at AMF Littleton Lanes, and we'll be back in just a moment. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nicholas Sorsa with producer Scott Sledges here at AMF Littleton Lanes, just south of Denver. And this is match number 2 of our stair-step finals. Ken Sturgeon of Arvada winning match number 1. He's up against Robert White. And Robert is elected to have Ken lead the match, and he's going to spot Ken 33 pins. He's elected to have him start off. So, gentlemen, go ahead and shake hands, and best of luck. As we said before, Ken Sturgeon's a 3-time champion. Robert White, a 2-time champion. His last title right here, right at AMF Bellevue, a little bit west of us. That was a crazy match, that first round. Ooh, 4-9 on a high hit. Oops. Well, like we say before, you're going to open, do it in the first frame. Wasn't a bad ball. Using a haywire. Let's see what happens. Ooh, that was a great try. So Ken unfortunately goes 8 out. With his handicap as 73 in the first frame. And here's your first look at Robert White. Robert, Chief of Police of Denver. He's getting ready to call it quits. I don't know though. With Robert, he might be part-time flower delivery or something. Something real easy that he doesn't have to put too much pressure on himself. He starts out with a strike. He's already cut the lead to 21. He can take it to 11 if he doubles. Before becoming a chief of police here in Denver, he was chief of police in Louisville, Kentucky. And prior to that, he did a lot of his police work out of Washington, D.C. All right, Chief starts off with a double. He ain't going to mess with Ken. And I still think he went out in the truck and got his gun just in case. I don't know. What do you think, Scott?
It is possible. But the Chief actually doesn't strike me as that type.
Well, that's why he's been able to get away with it for so long. He's a great competitor, bowls a lot of legs, bowls us every chance he gets.
You know, actually, in a retirement job for the Chief, I think I could see him as a Walmart greeter.
You know, he was talking about that.
Simply because he loves to meet people.
Oh, yeah. But we were both cracking up about that. He said, yeah, I think I'll do that. I'm cracking up.
I actually could see him enjoying it. Until payday, of course.
Look,
but
I don't think he cares about that. I honestly don't. The only thing I've learned from my father and guys I've talked to.
Is there a sleeper back there?
Yes, it's a bucket. You gotta know how to retire.
Yeah.
Pulled it. Yep. So he goes 6-1. Back-to-back opens. Not a good way to start. He's got 80 in the second with his handicap included.
Unfortunately, health didn't allow my dad to retire properly.
Yeah.
But
the first time my dad retired, he didn't know how to retire, and he was going out of his mind. So he went back to work as a contractor for the same company, doing the same work, making more money. And I'm cracking up. I go, really? So you retired and now you're making more money doing whatever you want to do? He did that for about a year. He said, I'm ready. I said, okay. And that was it. I think he just needed another year.
Well, so did Michael Jordan.
Yeah, oh God. What, to pay the mansion of overlooking Lake Michigan?
No, that one went to the ex-wife.
Oh, you think? That thing was incredible. I happened to live in Chicago when they had that place built. Driveway was probably quarter mile minimum, half a mile. Sat on a cliff overlooking Lake Michigan. Beautiful. All white. How many bathrooms, bedrooms, and all that stuff, I have no clue, but it was huge. All right, Ken needs to get it turned around here. Open, open. Hold. Nope, it's going to cross over. Ooh, leaves the 5. And there we go. All the hands are up in the peanut gallery. They're looking for an alcoholic beverage.
Oh, Nolan sent me a picture of the thumb.
You sure that was his thumb?
Yeah. Because I saw it in real time in Vegas. Yeah.
All right, no problem with his spare. Yeah, Nolan unfortunately missed a cut out there by 3 pins. But I believe
that's when the drinking started, which, you know,
maybe.
That's reasonable.
Yeah, and it was Saturday morning, which was the last squad. So, but I think he cashed in doubles in team. I think. Not sure. All right, so Chief leaves the 1-2-7.
I brought my monster Vegas tripods with us today because these things are big enough to get over people.
Yep.
And here at Littleton, you need it because everything's a flat.
Yeah, everything's flat. Ooh, look at that. Went around the 7. Well, he was only down 2 pins to Ken Sturgeon, and now he's down 12 with that open. That looks pretty good. Come on, look at that. Can't get that 7 to go down. That was a great shot. Nolan, if you're keeping score at home, I have everything correct. And no problem. I don't even need a calculator or your smartphone or any of that stuff.
I'm lazy. I use a spreadsheet.
No, I'm old school. I got all this stuff. All right, let's see Ken get back on the closing frames deal here. Little light.
Oh.
Ow. 278. Makeable. So he's up 10 pins right now, but he needs to convert this split to maintain that 10-pin lead. Again, folks, next week we're at Colt Creek Lanes in Lafayette. General Manager Chris Mesk and his staff, and we got Rob Warner at the Pro Shop at Colt Creek with a great learning tool up there with video that you just have to see to believe. You got to take advantage of that if you're in the neighborhood, or even stop by and check it out. What a learning tool. It can help your game tremendously. All right, so Ken opens again. You got 106 in the fifth. Oh, I'm sorry, 106 in the fourth, up in the fifth. And the Chief dodges another bullet. I get it.
Yeah, I got it.
That's going left. And, oh, here we go. Got another shot. That looks pretty good. No problem. All right. Much better roll on the ball. All right, so he's sparing in the fifth. If the Chief strikes here, he's going to be up 1 pin through 4. And this time he can't kick out the 10. So he's leaving corners. So we are tied through 4 and needs to make this to stay tied. And he does not. So now he's 115. So he got all the way up to even, and now he's back down 11. Did it not reverse ours? No. All right, frame number 6. Crosses over. Oh, he gets the 5 out, leaves the 10 again. See, I'm going to tell you right now, if you're a bowler and you miss a 10 pin, you're going to leave them until you make it.
Yeah.
It's just the way it goes. And I think Robert knows that, so he better bear down there. And he's going to miss it again. Exactly the same way he did the first time.
He actually wasn't even that close.
Nah, 124 in the 6th. Not good. He had gotten even, and now Ken can basically take a 16-pin lead if he marks.
So, who is your pick to click?
Oh, boy.
Second game.
Yeah, game number 2. Well, our second-seeded player, Henry Gonzalez Jr., has been with me for 3 years. This is the first time he's ever made the finals.
Okay.
But he's all over the place. I mean, he throws a tremendous ball, but he's still learning how to move to make spares. I would say right now the favorite has to be Gideon Spar.
Oh, yeah.
As incredible as he – I mean, folks, he shot 213 over for 3.
This is his house.
And he gets 63 pins handicap. So we're talking 150 over. He averaged 250.
Yeah.
Shake that off.
He won the last time he was here. We were here, too.
I used to like him. I don't like him anymore.
Oh, I like him.
Yeah,
I wouldn't let him drive right now, but I like him.
210, and he opens. Wow. Even with that open, Ken is still up 8 pins through 6. That's what the handicap added in. He's got 4 opens, and he's still ahead because the Chief has 3. You got to take advantage of this stuff. And we'll get there. He leaves the bucket. That's the second time he's done that. Did that in the second frame.
Mm-hmm. Let's hope he gets better results this time.
Yeah. And last time he barely got the 1, right? He picked 1 out of the 4. Loser this match takes home $351, and then we're up into $570 something. Ooh, there we go. I thought he was going to chop the 5 off, Scott.
I was a little worried too, but he cleared that out.
So he converts the bucket. He's 132 in the 6th with a spare in the 7th. And Robert actually has a better line. He really does, but he tends to go faster and faster and faster because he gets jacked up. He gets on a roll and he just wants to ball. Got to take a deep breath and just come through the ball. That was much better. Oh, but he just couldn't get it. So he slowed his ball speed down to try to get a better roll on the ball, and it never got there. So he leaves a 1-2-4-10. So now he's completely confused. And will he convert? No. He got the 3, though. So he's 133 in the 7th. Which means Ken Sturgeon is now up 19. As you can tell, Chief takes no time. Comes up a little late, and he can't kick the 2 out.
I think the Chief has fun though.
Oh, yeah, he always has fun. He really does. He loves the game of bowling.
If we were to mic the Chief up during a game,
no, we're not going to do that.
We would have most of the commentary would actually be laughter. Actually, the Chief is one of the few I think we could trust to mic up.
Okay. If we reminded him a few times, yes. Well. Nah, he's fine. He's fine. He needed that spare, I'll tell you that, Scott. Otherwise, Ken was going to start to run away with this. And it's still anybody's game. And will it roll up? Nope, and he leaves a washout. 1-2-4-10 on the same lane as the Chief did.
Same way.
So now the lead is 15, and he's got to convert this to maintain it. Amazing. Chief has 4 opens. Ken could have 5 opens if he doesn't convert this. Will it cross over? Nope. He gets the 3 out just like Robert did. Chief says, let's see, you can break 100 first. He already did, though. All right, so Ken has 157 in the 8th with an open. If the Chief strikes, he's got 153 in the 8th. So now you're looking at a 4-pin difference. And neither bowler wants this one. But somebody's got to win. Frame number 9 for Ken. A little bit better. There you go. Great shot. On the foundation frame, frame number 9. Huge strike. All right, so like I said, if the Chief strikes, he's only down 4, and he's going to finish first.
Now's when he needs to take his time and focus on what he's doing. But that's not his style.
Wow, great shot. There you go.
Matching strikes results in only down by 4 here in the foundation.
Both bowlers striking a foundation frame. 4 pins separates each bowler. So now basically Ken has to match whatever Robert does to win. If Robert throws the first one, Ken's got to throw the first one. If Robert doubles, Ken has to double. First ball, frame number 10. That's going to be close. And does he kick the 10 out? No. That's a pretty good shot. But now, unfortunately, he has to make the 10 pin, which he's 0 for 2 right now. That one looks pretty good. Yep. He wasn't sure about that one.
I like the little foot kick at the end.
173 in the 9th. If he strikes here, he's going to shoot 213 with handicap. I take that back. 193 with handicap. Sorry. And leaves a 7-pin again. So Robert White with handicap shoots 192, 160 scratch. Ken must mark. Or I'll lose by 7 pins. There we go. Ooh, went up high and got very lucky. It just leaves a 6-10. Now I'm getting commentary on Chiefs game by the Chief in the back. We're going to get a blow-by-blow description of how bad he bowled.
You know, I might have to reevaluate. You might have been right.
I told you. He is a character. And will he do it? Yes. All right. So now, 87. He needs 6 pins. Ken needs 6 pins to win the match. 5, we have a tie, and I'll kill both of them. But I'll use Chief's gun.
Sure.
Oh, Lord. And that's enough, folks.
He got 9.
19 gives him 196. He defeats Robert White, 196, 192 with handicap. 131 scratch. So, 2 matches down, 2 to go, folks. And our semifinal match will feature Ken Sturgeon against our 2nd seed and a newcomer to our stair-step finals, Henry Gonzalez Jr. of North Glen. You'll see that match in just a moment. Again, we're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at AMF Littleton Lanes, and we'll be back in just a moment. Ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasorsa with producer Scott Sledgester here at AMF Littleton Lanes. And this is our semifinal match. Ken Sturgeon of Arvada has won the first 2 matches. And he's up against Henry Gonzalez Jr., appearing in our stair-step finals for the very first time. Henry out of North Glen, and he's elected to have Ken lead the match. So, gentlemen, shake hands and best of luck. This makes it easy, Scott, because both bowlers get the same amount of handicap.
Yep.
And he's elected to have Ken lead. And waiting in the wings is our tournament leader, Give Lakewood.
Who's currently getting relationship coaching from Tricia.
Oh, God help us. Oop. Ooh, one of my favorite spares, 3, 6, 9, 10. And I give Ken a lot of grief about this. I tell him, I said, you know, you've made this twice in your life. He finds some way how to chop this. Hopefully that won't be the case. But for some reason, he has a very, very tough time converting to 3, 6, 9, 10. So let's see how he does.
I actually don't remember too many straight-up scratch matches.
No, it doesn't really happen a lot. And, yep, there's a chop. So he goes 6 threes, 9 out in frame number 1. And here's our first look at Henry Gonzalez Jr. Henry's dad, Henry Sr., longtime ABT member, multiple champion. And again, this is Junior's first appearance in our stair-step finals. He comes up a little light. Leaves a 1, 3, 6, 9.
Now he's a lefty.
Lefty.
So he's not going to have to deal quite with the pattern.
Got to remember,
breakdown.
Gideon's lefty also. But again, he's the first one on this. Yes, that is correct. But having said that, if he can get lined up and win this match, and Gideon has to come in a little fresh, I mean, Gideon will pick it up faster. But the point is that he'll have just a little bit of an advantage, and he'll have 44-pin handicap advantage. So
that's huge.
Absolutely. Nice shot. Oh, stuffs a 7.
Well, Gideon's a flamboyant personality, and he is on fire today.
Oh, yeah. He's a character.
So it'd be very hard not to pick him.
Yeah.
We didn't really do picks. We just kind of talked about the field.
Well, and I decided that he was the guy to beat. And there's just no other way around it. The interesting part is I really thought that it would be him and the Chief. But that's not to be.
I'm kind of rooting for the fish.
No.
I like it when the number 5 seed goes through the field.
Oh, yeah. Loped a little bit, and he can't kick out the 7. So right now, Henry with a 10-pin lead, but it's early. Loser of this match takes home $577. And then we're up into 4 figures. Uh-oh. I don't think so. Nope, didn't think so.
Oh.
So again, open. That's how he started out the last match. But he prevailed.
He doesn't have the handicap advantage
Correct.
this time.
Right, you are. See if he can get back on track here. He wheeled that one a little. Ooh, and it actually came across and crossed over. Wow. I didn't expect that. So he was very lucky just to leave the 6. Should be no problem making this spare. And it looks good. All right, so he finally gets a mark. So he's got 18 through 2, spare in the 3rd. And Henry with a strike has 39, so he'll be up 21 if he strikes. And look at there. Almost, but he leaves. 1, 3, 6, 7. Washout.
It's kind of the same washout everyone's been doing, but the reverse.
Yeah, exactly. Henry's still up 17, but he's got to convert this to keep that 17-pin lead. And nope. Gets 2 of them. So he's got 43 and a 3rd open. Ken in the clubhouse has cut the lead to 5 pins. Uh-oh. Way out there. Another washout. 1, 3, 4, 7, 9. You don't see that too often. We're going to have to check the Chinese calendar. Is this the year of the fish?
It might be.
He gets 8 on that, so he now has 41 in the 4th. Or I'm sorry, 51 in the 4th. Mark here, he can take a 7-pin lead.
Well, that'd have to be the dogfish.
Oh. It looks pretty good. Yeah, nice ball. Very nice. He's up 7 and can extend it to 17 with a double. Oh, he couldn't get the 7 out. That was a pretty good shot. So he fails to double, but he is in the lead at the present time, but he needs to convert to 7 pin. Converts this, he's up 7. And baseball spring training's about 2 weeks away, Scott.
Oh, I know. I can't wait.
Neither can I. And it's a little bit better, but will it hook? Yep, no problem.
I start covering Rams baseball games in a few weeks.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, they always start early because collegians, of course. Yeah.
Yeah, I've got to bring my parka.
Yeah. All right, let's see if Henry can get something out there. All right, Little Light leaves a 3-6. The first game of the semifinals, Henry shot a clean 220, which gave him a 280-something, 281 or whatever with handicap. And unfortunately, he lost that edge, but that was a great start for Henry. There we go. Both bowlers marking a 5th, so Ken Sturgeon's up by 7 pins. The funniest thing about this pattern, it's not a challenge pattern. It is a sport pattern, but it's probably on the low end of difficulty as far as sport patterns are. And yet, it's sneaky transition-wise, and guys will get lined up, and then all of a sudden they don't have it. I mean, what they had is gone, and they're fishing and trying to find out what went on, changing equipment, changing lines, trying to get it back. So, and there the ball just hooked up and away from him. So he goes 7-2. 77 in the 6th with an open. Ken Sturgeon was down 17 at one point. He can be up almost 20. Here with a mark. Oh boy, will it finish? Wow, there we go. Thank God he had the right ball speed, or that was going to look ugly.
Can't count the fish out yet. Yeah, hey. Whenever he needs something, he's been finding it.
Yeah, I hear you. He gets a mark here. He's up 21. And actually can go to 31 with a double. And we're in frame number 7. This is getting pretty late. This is a good time to lock your opponent out. Oh, that was a good shot, and he can't kick out. Leaves a 4.79, which was a great shot. But get 2. I tell our players all the time, get whatever you can. You don't want to leave a pin here and a pin there, especially when you're working on strikes or strings of strikes. Those single pins that you did not get will come back to haunt you. Even though he'd like to make it, getting 2, he still has the lead. And doesn't get either one. Again, it's not good. So now he's 102 in the 7th with an open. With a mark, Henry can cut the lead to 5. And, wow, kicked it out. Looks like he's going to leave the big 4 there for a second, but just leaves the 6 pin. And again, if he marks, then he's only down 5 pins. Oh, wow. Slides right past it. So all of a sudden, Ken Sturgeon is up 16 with 3 frames to go. This game has been going back and forth. Ken with 3 opens and Henry with 4. Frame number 8. There we go. Good shot. All right, he gets his first strike. Good time to do it. Frame number 8. Our peanut gallery says, throw it like that. You think? Of course. It was a great shot. Got a great look, good ball reaction. Can he repeat the shot?
That's what this game is all about.
That's exactly what it is.
Doing the same thing
over and over. Yep. Let's see what Ken can do here in frame number 8. Oh, came up high. 3-6-10. Don't want to leave another open frame this late in the match. Still close. He marks here. He maintains his 16-pin lead. And he converts it. Good for him. All right. So both bowlers mark in the 8th. Ken Sturgeon with a 16-pin lead, and he's going into frame number 9. Scores are actually pretty tough. Other than the first match, which was great, 2 deuces scratch. After that, it's been an absolute grind. And nope, 4-7. Okay, not a bad leave. 120 in the 8th. Working on a spare. Oh, will it hold? Nope, didn't think so. Kind of stuck a little bit and pulled the ball. So he's 128 in the 9th with an open. If Henry can double here, he will swing right past him. A mark. And he's within 2 pins, but a double, he'll take the lead by 8. Huge ball here in frame number 9. Oh, comes up behind the head pin. 1-3-5-6, 1-3-9-6-9, I'm sorry. But again, convert to spare. He'll only be down 2 pins going into the 10th frame. Oh no. Wow, it came back enough. I didn't think it was going to finish. Okay, so he marks in the 9th. 2 pins separate our opponents right now. And Henry's going to finish first. Again, same scenario we had with the Chief in the second match. Ken Sturgeon just has to match whatever Henry does, and he's a winner. So it leaves a 6, so he's got 19, or 9. Gives him 125. So right now Ken Sturgeon is up 3 pins, and he just has to match Henry here in the 10th, and he'll move on into the championship match. Looks pretty good. All right. So he converts the spare. Now the count's all important. Again, he's only down 3. Even though Ken is on an open, you never know what his fill ball will be should he spare. So a strike would give Henry Gonzalez Jr. 145. And that looks pretty good. Oh, that was a great shot. 9 count gives him 144. Good comeback toward the end. He marked in the last 3 frames. And the situation is this. Ken Sturgeon must mark. Mark and good count. And the good thing for Ken is, other than missing that single pin in the second frame, he's marked on the right lane every time. So the odds are with him. Went back to his haywire and gets a strike in a 10th to lock it up. He's got so much confidence with that ball. So, Henry Gonzalez Jr., first time in the top 5 with 10% of the Megapod, takes home $577. That's a great effort by Henry. And I'm sure we'll see him in the stair-step finals again. Meanwhile, the fish swimming through the field. And a little light, leaves a 2-8. Would handicap Henry Gonzalez Jr. shoots 209. And Ken has already won the match by 2. But it'd be nice to make the 2-8 here. A little bit of confidence. And looks pretty good. Yep. All right, so Ken goes strike spare in the 10th. And he defeats Henry Gonzalez Jr. 148, 144 scratch. Both bowlers same amount of handicaps. So a win is a win is a win. Henry Gonzalez, third place, $577. And our championship match this afternoon, folks, Ken Sturgeon of Arvada going for his 5th title up against our tournament leader, Gideon Spar. He's going for number 9. And we'll have that match for you in just a moment. Again, you're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at AMF Littleton Lanes, just south of Denver, Colorado. Come on back.
Two.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasorsa, producer Scott Sledges are here at AMF Littleton Lanes. And this is our championship match for our stair-step finals this weekend. The match will feature Ken Sturgeon, who swam up from the bottom.
Oh, yeah.
He was like doing the carp thing. He's bottom feeding, but now he swam all the way up, and he's taking on our tournament leader, Gideon Spar. Gideon was just amazing through the semifinals. I didn't even in qualifying. This is going to be a tough match for Ken, but in the game of bowling, anything can happen. But Ken will have a 44-pin advantage. Gideon's elected to lead the match, so shake hands, guys, and best of luck. Thanks, sir. Gideon going for his 9th Denver branch title and 11th overall. He's got 2 Vegas national titles. And Ken Sturgeon going for title number 5. And won't kick out to 7. He's going to hit the pocket every frame, folks. It's just whether or not he can take out the 7 or not. No problem converting that. So Gideon goes 9 spare, frame number 1. And Ken back to his haywire. Went to his haywire, switched another ball, back to the haywire. But so far, so good. Hold. Nice. Oh, and he leaves a set. Wow. Woo. Hello. That's one of those that just shiver. You're begging for some kind of ointment. That was a great shot. Again, Ken's up 44 with his handicap differential. And will it hold? Yep, okay. So both bowlers convert 7 pins through 1 frame. Advantage, Mr. Sturgeon, plus 44. There you go. Great shot. All right, so Ken goes spare strike, which easily could have been a double. And he's put Mr. Spar on notice here. Ain't going to be that easy. And, of course, since Gideon's my pick to click, you know how good I am at that stuff.
Well, you've got a better record than I do.
Great shot. Oh, kicks out the 6-7 for a strike. So again, maintaining a 44-pin lead. Frame number 3. Cut into that lead a little bit with a double here. That looks pretty good, folks. Oh, no, went right through the face for the big 4. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. A golden opportunity for the fish. Could be a goldfish.
Yeah, you don't want to give him too many of those, though.
No. When you're already giving him 44, it don't take much to be out of a game fast. And gets 2. All right. So Gideon Spar has 67 in the third. That includes his handicap. Meanwhile, Ken Sturgeon up 44 and can extend the lead with a mark here in the third frame. Nice. Wow, huge double.
Yeah, but can't ask where was that the last 2 games, but he saved it for when he needed it.
Yeah. Pacing himself. Yeah.
He likes to beat his friends.
Up 56 and looking for more. He might be part piranha because, I think when people start to bleed, he just gets crazy.
Well, could be catfish.
well, another bottom feeder.
Another bottom feeder, yeah.
All right, frame number 4. Oop, just a little high.
Oh.
Ow. 6-7. Makeable. Nope, that's got no chance. All right, so he's 8 out. So he's got 139 in the fourth with his handicap. And with just a mark, Gideon will, unfortunately, the lead will be 56. So he's still down from that 44. But 60-some pins and 6 frames to go. He needs to get going quickly. Every time Ken closes a frame, makes it more and more difficult. It's a lot of pins to give up in one game. That looks pretty good. Yep. All right, excellent shot. Okay. Let's see if he can take another 10 off that with a double. Cut the lead to 44, which is exactly what the difference was at the start.
Gideon will go just about anywhere to bowl.
Yes, and he does.
He was up in Seattle not too long ago. He was out in Oklahoma.
Plus, he's hosting a huge tournament at, I believe it's Sonesta. Nice. Over Memorial Day weekend, the same time that I'm running my big regional, and he was laughing. He goes, please tell me you're finishing on Monday. I said, I'm finishing on Monday. He goes, good, because I'm done on Sunday. I can bowl. Big double.
Yeah, this will be like the 4th or 5th year he's thrown that on.
Yeah.
He's a great turnout.
Oh, sure. All right. Lead is down to 42. almost halfway through the championship match. It has gotten real quiet here in the bowling center as open play has been dismissed. Getting ready for league play tonight. They have a 24-team league coming in at 6 o'clock. And unless these two crazy nuts tie, we'll be long gone.
Oh, now that you've tempted it.
Well, yeah, I mean, I'm going to tempt fate all over the place here.
You're one that Olive Garden later on, aren't you? Because the only thing closer,
No.
the only thing close enough to stay.
Romanos.
Oh, yeah.
Got to go to Romanos. Celebrating their 50th year, by the way, in business. Family owned and operated. Nice shot. All right. Windermere and Littleton Boulevard, folks. You want to have some great Italian food. Check out Romano's. We had a nice article in the Denver Post a couple weeks ago. You will not be disappointed, trust me. Let's go, Mr. Fish. Frame number 5, frame number 6. Crosses over and just leaves the 5, and of course everybody's got their hand up, including myself. Free drinks for everybody as far as I'm concerned. What we need right now is a cocktail waitress. No pressure at all.
Yeah, I'll get in on this. I can use a Coke.
And we have it on film, so he can't even lie about it. A little bit more pressure.
See, that's why I bet my Super Bowl bet on the film.
Yeah. And all right. Well, Gideon, you're having fun, but you better keep striking. He gets another one here. He's down 37. And that's going to go high. And he kicks out the 6-8 for a 3-bagger.
He got away with that.
Yes, he did. Okay, the lead is now 31. He can cut it to 21. Game now far from over. We're within a double and an open of flip-flopping here, so just about a little over halfway through the match, and it's getting tight.
It did get quiet in here.
Calm before the storm, Mr. Sledgester.
Oh, I don't doubt that.
Nice. Great shot. Excellent. I liked it off his hand. He's got 4-bagger.
This is one of the more popular houses on this end of town.
Absolutely. Yeah. This end of town, actually, two of the very, very popular league base houses, Arapahoe Bowl and AMF Littleton. Bellevue is a pretty good popular league house, but they're a little bit more open play oriented, but still all three houses do a tremendous amount of business.
Well, congrats to all the kids over there doing their state finals today.
Bucket.
I'm looking forward to picking them up next season.
Oh, you can't go wrong with that. Years and years ago, we used to have when I lived in Chicago, they had the Chicagoland All-Stars, which WGN used to come in and televise. And that kids from all over the state of Illinois, not just out of Chicago. It was really, really, really a great time. Well, made the bucket 2 out of 3 times. Got to give him credit for that.
You know,
down to 27 pins.
There are times I'm an idiot. I just gave all those pins to Gideon. Yeah, got to take it away, get everything going right.
Thank God I'm your backup. Second place today, folks, $1,104. Our champion today is going to take home $2,109. Frame number 8. Oh, no. 1-2-10 washout. The one thing Ken did not want to do, especially when Gideon's on a 4-bagger. This game's going to get very close very quickly. Gideon actually went spare strike, split, 4-bagger. Got a little soft with his speed in the third frame, and the ball walked right through the face for the big 4. Other than that, he's been screaming at the pocket. Let's see if Ken can convert this. This ball hooks a little bit late, and he did get 2, though. That could be very, very significant. He's 200 even, open in the 8th. And let's see if Mr. Spar can just rock.
He's still got a bit of a hole to dig out of, but
I got news for you. It's within pins right now. He throws this one, he's going to take the lead. And he likes it. Nice shot. There's a 5-bagger. He is down 4 pins and will take the lead by 6 with another one. Actually, more than that because Ken opened in the 8th, so big turnaround right here. Icing on the cake, so to speak, if he can get this one. That might go high. Oh, it's sat. Yahtzee. He is now up 17. With 1 frame to go for him, 2 frames to go for the fish, Ken Sturgeon, and I would strongly suggest that you strike out, Ken. At least get the first 2 and make him think about it. First 3 would be, he'd have to throw a double at you. All right, hurry. Now, little light, but leaves a 1-2-7. He needs to convert this and punch, put any kind of pressure on Gideon. Gideon's pretty much in a driver's seat right here. Will he make it? Yep. Oh, it cut right through. Open in the 9th is huge. So now he's 209. The best he can do with handicaps, 239. Gideon doesn't even have to mark now. All he has to do is stay behind the line, and Gideon will win his 9th Denver title, 11th overall, and take home over $2,100. Great effort by the fish. And my pick to click worked.
yeah.
Wasn't that difficult when the gentleman's
Mine
200.
came this close.
when he's 213 over, it ain't too much you got to worry about. But a great effort by Ken Sturgeon. And the mixer, but it won't go. So Ken Sturgeon's going to finish in 2nd place. $1,104 with 20% of the mega pot. And our champion today, Gideon Spar of Lakewood, his 9th overall title in Denver, and takes home $2,109. Special thanks to our general manager here once again, James Artsbischoff. He was going to leave. He was going to leave and pursue other options, and was talked into staying. And I'm glad he did because he's an excellent center manager. So it really was a moot point here. The Ken missed that spare, but handwriting was already on the wall. He finishes 218 with handicap, and overall he had a great day. This is for the money. High, but just leaves the 4-pin.
It's enough.
Yep. Yeah, even if he flags this, he's already into 240s. More than enough. No problem. So Gideon Spar with a strike will shoot 256 with handicap to Ken Sturgeon's 218. Wow, what a great game. Great day for Gideon Spar. Again, 256 to 218 over Ken Sturgeon. He made a great run up the ladder. We'll recap this our day's events today, and we'll be back with you in just a moment. You're watching the Amateur Bowlers Tour here at AMF Littleton Lanes. Come on back. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Nick Lasorsa back here at AMF Littleton Lanes. You saw a great championship match. Gideon Spar, no doubt, got locked up and just went crazy, shooting 256 to 218 over Ken Sturgeon, trying to come up the ladder and win his 4th title, but it wasn't meant to be. So 9 titles now for Gideon Spar in the Denver branch, 11 overall. He's got 2 national Vegas titles as well. Next week, we're going to be at Coal Creek Lanes in Lafayette, and we'll be on Eiffel Tower, and the pattern looks just like what you would expect. It can actually be pretty easy if you know how to play into it, and it'll be quite the high-scoring affair, I believe. So we're glad that you stuck around. Glad our bowlers came out this weekend because it was brutally cold with snow yesterday, and they still came out, and we had a great show for you. So on behalf of Scott Sledgester, Nick Lasorsa, Nolan Carruthers, who is, I think he's doing toilet maintenance at this point. I'm not sure. His head's in it somewhere. But anyway, hopefully we'll see Nolan next week. But from AMF Littleton Lanes, we'll see you. Have a great week. And again, the 1 hour earlier time schedule, just like it was this weekend for Coal Creek. Have a great week, folks.